Yeah, I mean, the protests have been relatively small, I would say 50 to 100 people gathered just behind the Bibby Stockholm on land. You can actually see that the tugs here in Portland are currently moving the Bibby Stockholm from where it arrived this morning, perhaps to a more permanent fixture further into the port. But the protesters are concerned about a number of things. They are concerned about the impact on local healthcare, on the NHS. They are concerned about security. There are groups who are concerned about the migrants themselves, saying that this is an inhumane way to keep people who, of course, in many circumstances have fled from very difficult situations. The actual barge itself, as you say, will house 500. It's originally designed to house around 222. It's been in Falmouth since May, being converted, and we've seen through the windows there are bunk beds. They've converted those rooms into twin rooms. So 500 single males will be on board, up to 500, and the first 50 arriving, we think, in the next 10 to 12 days. There will be basic healthcare provided on board. There will be 24-hour security and catering facilities. They are not going to be trapped, in essence, on this. They can come and go. There will be bus services from inside the port into Weymouth. One of the big contentious issues locally here has been about the funding of it, and the council here opposed it, as did the local Tory MP. They say they weren't consulted about this private deal between Portland Port, this is a commercial deal, and the Home Office until it was announced. So the council has had discussions with the Home Office over the last week or so in terms of the funding, and what's been agreed is that for every bed that's occupied by an asylum seeker on the Bibby Stockholm, the council gets £3,500. Also a one-off payment from the government of £377,000. That goes towards things like activities and English-speaking lessons for those single males who will be housed. It is controversial also because of we just don't know the conditions on board yet. I mean, we know that, for instance, things like the bar has been taken out. And there are very little facilities, and the concerns really about what the migrants are going to do throughout their day. As I say, they will be able to come and go. There are facilities and a bus that takes them from the private part of the port to the gates and then into Weymouth for organised activities. There's no curfew. They are encouraged to be back by 11 p.m.